I just have a feeling it's gonna go.
How you feeling, honey?
I'm so excited to meet her. But I feel like I don't know what I'm doing too, so.
Feels like the first
That's why I
time?
have the best doctor and nurses.
I know. Everyone's been so awesome here.
7, 8, 9, 10. Quick breath and push again, all on your bottom. There you go. Push, push,
There you
push,
go,
push,
babe.
push, push, push,
That's it. Put your neck. Right there. That's it. One more, just like that.
There, look down. Look at those cheeks. Oh, you got your forehead wrapped around you. Hey, Mama.
Hi, Leah.
Oh my gosh!
Sorry, Peanut. You gotta get that hat on, dude.
Hi, baby. Oh my gosh.
She gets
Oh, she's looking at it too!
She's literally perfect.
Oh my gosh.
You're literally perfect. So cute. Look at her eyebrows.
Oh my goodness. Hi, baby.
She literally is like
Hi.
chilling.
Look how cute you are. Oh my goodness.
Ooh, that was the easiest birth ever.
Oh my gosh. Oh, so surreal.
Just like that?
Yep. Perfect. Good job.
Thank you.
She's got the longest cord.
How did that feel, honey,
Oh.
compared to the last ones?
I feel like that one was definitely the easiest.
Yeah? Yeah, you barely had to push this time.
Who do you think she looks like?
I don't know,
It's too
she
early.
looks like a baby. There you go. That's my girl. How you doing? That's my girl. How you doing? So they had to take Judy to the OR. Definitely a little bit scared. I'm shaking a little bit. They didn't really tell me anything. They literally actually didn't say anything. They just gave me Leah. That's her name, by the way. And they said that she was going to the operating room. It was pretty frantic in here. I mean, you could tell they were trying to stay calm and quiet, but again, they didn't tell me nothing. I hope that she's fine. Hi!
Hey.
They told me that she's doing okay, but they haven't told me very much after that. They didn't tell me how soon she'll be back or what are the details. I called a good friend of mine who actually helped me get introduced to God, and they prayed with me, and it was very peaceful. One thing he did tell me is when more people can help pray for something, it definitely helps. So by the time you guys see this, it might be too late. I don't know if I should put it out there. I didn't want to like blow it up too much or get too, I don't know, nervous about it. I'm trying to stay calm for little Leah. Normally Judy's taking care of the other girls when they were born, doing skin to skin, which is really good for the baby, I hear. I'm really hands off. I'll hold any one of the girls for just a little bit, and I give them back to Judy, or let them sit in the bed, which is over there. That's the bed, which literally has been used for about 30 seconds. So this is the most hands-on I've ever been. I mean, it's a good feeling, but I'm also just still a little bit worried about Judy, scared, but also hopeful. I'm optimistic that these doctors know what they're doing. They've been great so far. All the nurses have been so sweet. Super calm. So little update. Judy is doing much better, and she's in a stable condition. Baby L can go see mommy here soon, but we gotta weigh you.
Lift her up really quick and
I've been saying she's hungry, going on hangry right now,
She
and
is. And she's totally justified. Let's see, it'll come out in grams
Cole?
first.
Cole.
3275.
Okay.
Let's get her length really quick here.
7.25.
Oh, Dad, I think you were right.
What? I was right.
You're 21 inches long. 14-inch head. So we
Your
don't need
sisters
first
are going to just love you. I was afraid that she was going to pee or poo on me, that black stuff.
It's a badge of honor, though.
Yes.
Doing such a good job.
There you go.
2. Gets her skin to skin, okay? Okay. Is that all right with you? She's like, Mama, I'm so hungry. It's okay. We'll work around it. Okay.
Ohayo gozaimasu. Ohayo to you too, honey. Oh, look at that. She opened her eyes. Before you tell people what went down last night, let me tell you about how comical last night was, because I know you think like, how can last night?
It was like the opposite of funny.
Okay, but for me, there was a lot of comic, and it literally happened all the way up until this moment. Hopefully this makes you laugh. So first off, last night was horrific. Good news is baby L is all good and healthy. In fact, I'd say of all the babies was the most calm, chill, easy. I think also we're just more experienced. Nurses were awesome, doctors were awesome. Obviously Judy went through some procedures that were, I don't even know how to describe it, Judy will say it. But this was crazy. We barely got any sleep last night. For obvious reasons, but literally there's no way you can go to sleep in a hospital after you have a baby on top of having all the caretaking for your situation. As we're about to finally get down, Judy's all settled in, even though she's all plugged up. Like a nurse would come in. There was a Filipino nurse, and she's didn't whisper. She's like, "Hey, how's it going?" Turns on the light. Not the like dim light, the most bright light, as if she was gonna give like a surgery. Okay, so of course I'm getting up, and she's like, "Oh no, you can just stay asleep." I'm like, how do you sleep with that bright light on? And then I finally get settled in or whatever, and then another nurse comes in to help you out with nursing, right? Like literally a few minutes afterwards. So I end up going outside, and I'm just kind of waiting, and then by the time I come back, then they need to do another thing, because then they have to help you out with your, And then finally in the morning, I'm thinking, okay, we're finally gonna get some sleep. It was literally like that, hour after hour, like a different person for a different reason. And then when I finally was gonna get down, honey, somebody's like, room service, you want some food? Like, and again, not a whispering, right? And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, just leave it right there. As that curtain was closing, the doctor's opening it up, going, "How you guys doing?" Like all chipper.
It was like
Constant.
But you know what? I would rather have that constant care than like neglect.
For sure. But it was so comical that I was literally laughing. I was like, what could literally be next?
It was, okay, there were blood work, the maintenance of it all, because of like the mess that was
shift changes. So then of course the nurses want to meet you.
My monitors would get unplugged. Like it was just...
Oh, don't even start, honey, with the sounds. Oh my gosh, this machine over here, as much as it's a lifesaver, it won't let you go to sleep. They should actually...
There's a reason why, Dad. That's why there's like...
Oh my gosh.
That's why it beeps.
Boop, boop, boop.
Okay, obviously...
Those are three different sounds I just
For
heard.
Benji, this was so extreme because he's never in a hospital. Because Mama, she's had like health issues pretty much my whole life. So like I'm used to it. I know the protocol of a hospital. This was 0 to 100 for Benji, but I'm like, I completely understand the whole scenario.
Oh my gosh. And then it was just so funny. Every single hour, I felt like there was sympathy from all the nurses for me Like, I'm thinking, like, well, what about Judy? Like, I wasn't annoyed last night because I couldn't get to sleep. I was bothered because Judy couldn't get to sleep. Like, they didn't even give you a stretch. So, I'd say this. I have no complaint about what they did. I agree with you, honey. But this is the thing. There was no strategy on, like, okay, let's give her this 2-hour stretch. Right? I know. So, anyways, that's why I was laughing this morning.
Yeah.
And look, yet again.
Oh my gosh, my face is so swollen. I think from all the IV and fluids. But yeah, last night was insane. I think I'm just gonna have to tell you another day because it was so intense. But it was something I never experienced before. I was telling Benji it was like something from Grey's Anatomy, and I felt like that patient that was doing my best to mentally stay calm. I felt like I could have passed out. If I didn't say prayer, I would have passed out. I said like 100 Hail Marys and Our Fathers. And the nurses were so comforting, and without that, without them talking to me and without prayer, I would have lost it. I would have gone like ape shit. I'll save the story for another day because it's like pretty traumatic. I can't even talk about it. Like Benji said, on the bright side, I'm so grateful that baby Leah is completely healthy and she's like nursing, and she slept a long time.
A week. It's a week swallow.
Oh, did you check her diaper?
Oh, I didn't even check her diaper.
The funniest thing happened. He goes, I think I'm gonna go to the grocery store, the co-op, because it's nearby. And I'm like, is it even open? You guys, I'm not kidding. 8:48. Bonk. And then he goes, oh snap, maybe I could make it. Like, there's no way this guy's gonna make it with 10 minutes. He's gonna leave the hospital, go to the grocery store, and get whatever he wants from the co-op. So he comes back, and sure enough, he had 2 minutes to spare, and they let him in.
They even said, hey, you made it just in time. Like, they greeted me like that.
Yeah,
like,
and then under their breath, they were like...
oh, anyways, I got you something. Cherry.
Yay, I love cherries.
They're in season.
Oh, so I'll have a good sleep tonight.
Because we need to eat healthy things to get our body back to 100%. Cabbage salad.
Okay, I'm gonna be farting all night.
We should be treating ourselves. Treat yourself. Pancake. Got you. Peanut butter cups.
Oh, balance.
Dark and milk chocolates. Okay. All natural Pringles. And the last one is, it's a little controversial because I don't know what people will say, but I had to buy it. Remember how my mom brought me those plum wines that have plums in it? The exact same brand except the big bottle.
So you brought plum wine. Are you even allowed to bring drinks to the hospital?
Oh, I don't think so, but I just bought it anyway, so I'll bring it home.
Oh, that's funny. Anyway, so good news, Benji made it. 2 minutes to spare. He is that guy. Anyway, quick update with me. I'm feeling so much better. I feel like a completely different person compared to last night. Pretty much unhooked from everything. I had a bunch of IVs on me, a catheter, bandage gauze things, and a balloon. Which, long story short, the reason why I went to the OR is because I was bleeding excessively and I lost over 3 liters of blood. So now I'm like unhooked from everything. I just feel very blessed, and especially with baby Leah. Look at her, this girl's having such a peaceful sleep. Thanks to everybody that's been sending us messages and prayers and just good vibes in general. I really, really do appreciate it.
Thank you to the nurses and the doctors.
Oh,
especially the nurses.
I wouldn't be where I am now if it weren't for the nurses and the doctors. So everybody has just exceeded all of our expectations. The treatment here in this hospital is amazing, so thank you to all the nurses. Anyway, so today is technically our Friday, so we're gonna take the next 2 days off. Hopefully we are discharged tomorrow. I can't wait for the girls to finally meet baby L. We'll see you guys in a couple days. Night night. Night night.